Hello, YouTube. This is Shut Girl 824, and today I'm going to be talking to you about something really controversial. I know a lot of people don't talk about this because it's a hard topic, and people don't like bringing up things that will cause other people to be upset, but it's something that I'm very passionate about, and it's also probably one of the most controversial topics in the nation. But I'm not going to be silent because I believe that I can be a voice for the voiceless. And so this is my opinion about abortion. I believe that no matter how undeveloped a baby is, that it's a person. By the time 88% of abortions occur, the baby has fingers, toes, brainwaves, and a beating heart. A heart makes it more than just a ball of cells, it makes it a living baby. The Declaration of Independence says we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Obviously, we have liberty, we can do what we want here. We have the liberty to choose, but when you choose something that interferes with somebody else's life, aren't you taking away their right? Their unalien- unalienable right to life that our founding fathers put in the Declaration of Independence. Did you know that if a woman is pregnant and she doesn't know it, and someone else who doesn't know she's pregnant murders her, the murderer is going to be charged with a double homicide because he took two lives? But if the woman decided she didn't want her baby because it was inconvenient, like 93% of abortions, she can legally kill her child. Rather hypocritical, isn't it? I think it is. And as for being inconvenient, there are tons of mothers who had babies at inconvenient times that are doing just fine. But because now, if you're an inconvenience, you can be killed. 48 million babies have been killed. And I don't think that's right. I mean, my mother got pregnant with me when she was 19 years old. And she wasn't engaged. She wasn't married. I was at her wedding. I was 9 months old. And she didn't even think once about getting an abortion. She legally could have. Roe versus Wade had passed 20 years before. But she didn't because she knew in her heart that taking somebody's life away just because it's not a good time for you, it doesn't make any sense. It's not right. And I agree with that. Over 6 million Jews and gypsies and handicapped people were killed in the Holocaust. And that's a terrible event. We learn about it to prevent it. We mourn those people every day. And we talk. We talk about it because we don't want it to happen again. Yet, over 48 million babies have been killed in the United States alone. And nobody says anything. Ever. It's like it's like the elephant in the room that we've refused to acknowledge is there. If it tramples on something and destroys it, we just ignore it. That's not right. Dr. Seuss is a pretty cool guy. People quote him a lot. He once wrote, "A person is a person no matter how small." Now, he did not write this pertaining to abortion at all, but I'm going to use it because it's true. No matter how small or minuscule a person is, if they're 2 cells or 2 million, it's still a person. And we we forget that sometimes. You tell people they should be humane to other people. Don't bully, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't judge people on their race or their religion, but we still don't remember that the smallest people are still people. And people just need to comprehend this, because if your mom hadn't chosen to let you live, you wouldn't exist right now. So I'm going to tell you about something that I'm going to be participating in. It's called the Pro-Life Day of Silent Solidarity, and it's happening October 18th. Um, Basically, you're going to be silent for a day for all of those people who were silenced by abortion. Um, what you're supposed to do is get a red armband or red duct tape and write life on it and wear it. Take a flyer to your teachers and tell them why you're not speaking. Pass out flyers to your friends if you really want to. Or just don't speak. Because in the midst of our lives, there are 48 million children being killed. Every 24 seconds, another one is killed. Stop and think. How many have been killed already while you're watching this? 12. 12. Can you can't even, that's more than you can count on your fingers. And shouldn't that count for something? So I'm getting ready to go. But before you go back to Facebook or Tumblr or Twitter or television or whatever else you're doing, watching cat videos on YouTube, I don't know what you do. But think about what I said, because life isn't cheap, and we need to stop believing that it is. Life is not cheap, and just because you can take it away doesn't mean it's not precious. So I'm gonna go now. I hope in my heart that something I've said made a difference to you, and if it hasn't, then I guess I could just try again later. Because I sincerely believe in my heart that this genocide of the unborn needs to stop. And it needs to stop about 30 years ago. Your mom chose life. Will you?